welcome back to Lavender Blue. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be working more on the Vintage Victorian journal. Last time we made this little flippy out thing for the cover. That was the free printable last Friday. So I put together my signatures, but I haven't yet sewn them in. Now I did say that I thought I might do a hidden spine, but I'm actually going to do something different. I'm going to do just the Traveler's Notebook style with the elastics, because I just find that it is a really good binding method. It's quick and easy, but also you can still add and remove pages. So if you did fill this complete journal, if you wanted to, you could remove these pages and still use the cover, or you can also add in other signatures to the elastics. So anyway, that's how I'm going to do it. Now I'm just got to think about how I want to cover the spine first. So just bear with me. And I'm just going to choose my papers for covering the spine. Okay, so I've found some offcuts from some of the pages that I want to use. I'm just going to be using the, these are the damask patterned background papers. And I need to cut them down a little bit. They're going to go in the front and back covers. And then I've cut a strip which is 3 inches wide for the spine, and it's, how tall is it? It's just a little bit shorter than the spine. It's 8 inches, because the book I think is 8 1/4 inches by 3 inches. So I just want to make some score lines. You don't have to do this. But I'm going to score it so that it goes into the folds nicely in the spine. And it's going to be at 3/4 of an inch in from either side. Is that right? 3/4 and 3/4 will make, because the spine is, it's not a very good scorer. The spine is 1.5 inches wide, I think. It's been a few days since I've looked at this one. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, it is. The spine is 1.5 inches wide. So let's go. I just need my other scoring tool. 3/4 of an inch in from either side. See, I think it will line up with score lines. Just anyway, what I'm going to do first is glue this one down and then glue my pages, and then we'll put in the signatures. So let's add a little bit of ink. outside cover. That's the outside cover. And so now I'm going to bind in the signatures. You really should wait for this glue to dry first. So yeah, I'm just going to let the glue dry, then I'll come back. Okay, I think my cover's dry enough now. It's not completely dry, but almost. And these side bits keep lifting, so I might, I'll just put a bit of lace trim or some washi tape down these sides after I've put the signatures in. I think it's because I've stuck down this strip first and then stuck the pages over it. And they're probably a bit close to they're not right on the fold, they're just close. But you can do it the other way around. You can put your papers on first and then you strip over the top. I don't think it really matters either way. But probably the other way around might have been a bit better. That's okay. So just now we're just going to punch our holes. So we want 2 holes at either end. I'm just going to look at the height of these signatures too. So yeah, so there's not much gap between top and the bottom. They are 8 inches. The signatures are, and the spine is 8 1/4. But so I just want to go as close to the edge as I can without it being too close. Should really get my ruler. There to there is 1 1/2, so I'm going to go 1/2 inch. Let's go further up the top. My pencil wants to break. Going to go 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Same for the bottom. Half an inch and 1 inch. I'm just going to check that they line up. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does look neater if they're lined up. So that one can come this way a little bit to the left. And that one's actually about right. So I've got my crocodile here. I'm going to use the largest hole. Just punch where I've added my circles. And I just need to move this back a little bit. If you haven't got a crocodile, you can use another hole punch if you have it. That's better. So I'm going to sort of measure where I want that to stop so that they'll all be in the same amount from the edge. One hole. And you usually have to get rid of the paper that gets stuck in here. Two holes. Same this end. Okay, that's that done. Now let's add in some eyelets. use those. Pop them in from the outside. I've actually got it upside down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 eyelets. And just set those. I'm hoping that, perhaps they're not quite long enough. They didn't go all the way through. But they are holding in, so let's just see how they go. Okay for now. So I'm just going to get my elastic, and I decided to use white for this one. I've just got the thin elastic. Okay, so now that I've got a length, you sort of want a double the length and a bit more. I don't think I'm going to cut mine off yet. So I'm going to go in at the top right, and then I'm going to go back in through the left hand one, and I'm going to go down out through the bottom one and back up through the right hand side, and then we'll be able to tie it off. Just pull, not too tight but not too loose, just enough that they're fairly loose, but there's no they're not there's no slack, but not really tight. So about like this. I like to do 3 knots with the elastic, and you could put some glue on the knot as well if you wanted to. My little scissors, and cut that off. Alright, now I've made a big mess with my elastic. I'll just move it over here. So this is what it's going to look like on the outside. You're just going to see there and there. So now I can put in my signatures. I want this cute girl as my first page. And I haven't even actually added all the papers yet, but the beauty of this is that I can do it afterwards. Now I'm just inking the edges of mine all together, because there's a lot of white bits showing. I didn't actually ink them individually. So we'll just do it this way. Now, if I go along, I can go in and do more inking around pages if I need to. So just ink like that. And then let's put in my second signature. It's gonna go right here. And my first one is going in here. Like this. There we go. So that's how they look when they're in. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is use some of the ephemera. So I just wanted to show you a couple of things. So in the add-on ephemera kit, you get this page and you've got this cute little typewriter pocket. So you cut out both and then you glue this one on top as a pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that one out. Okay, so for the rest of the video, it didn't record any sound, so I'm just having to record a voiceover. So I'm going to show you some ideas for doing a little hidden tuck spots. And we have this little typewriter with a hidden tuck spot. That's part of the add-on ephemera kit. I think, but first of all, I'm just showing you, I found this strip that was in the kit as well. There's 3 of them, 3 long tall strips, and I was seeing if this one will fit on the spine, and it fit pretty much perfectly, so I'm just gluing that one down to the spine. Yep, just having a bit of trouble with my glue. Here we go, so just gluing all the way around and then some extra glue down the center. And I just found that it just fit exactly between the 2 places where I've got the holes. Okay, so I've cut a fair bit of the ephemera out, and as I said, this is that little typewriter hidden tuck spot. I'm applying some ink to the white edges. Now I've just printed mine onto plain paper. Well, it's 120 GSM paper, and it still works fine as a tuck spot. It's sturdy enough, but if you want to, you can print it onto some card. So you just glue the top bit around the 3 sides, leaving the top bit open. Just had a bit too much glue there, so I wiped it off. So just glue that down on the top, matching up the edges. So it just looks like a little typewriter. It's got a little hidden tuck spot there. And I'm just finding some little pieces that can go inside. So I've got one of the little vintage postage stamps there. And that fits in there nicely. One of the little love hearts. And I think I'm just explaining here that you could just glue down two sides and use it as an extra tuck behind it, or you can glue it directly down on the page. I ended up gluing mine directly down onto the page because some of the edges were a bit fragile that I'd cut out, and I didn't want them to tear or get damaged. But you could use it as an extra tuck spot behind there. So I'll just add the glue and we can get it stuck down onto the page. Sorry about that noise if you can hear it. It's my computer making noises. Now, I wished I knew what I was saying in the original video, but I don't, so sorry if I'm quiet in some parts of the video, because I'm usually talking as I'm making something and explaining it, but it's a bit hard when you're watching it back and you've forgotten what you were actually saying. But now there's a page of mini envelopes in the ephemera kit too, and I printed them out twice so that I could make little hidden tucks with those as well. And I'll show you how you can cut them to do that. These make just nice embellishments as well, without them being tuck spots. And you could back them with some card and decorate them up. So on one of your envelopes, you're just going to cut off the top flap part. we just glue that back down onto the second envelope, and it's another hidden tuck spot. You can't even see that there's one there. You can tuck some little pieces of ephemera or a little note or anything you want in there. I'm not sure what I was looking for there, but I decided to swap glues because the other one kept getting clogged up. So you just put the glue around there and leave the top open, and there's another little tuck spot. Now, as an extra bit of decoration, I'll probably be sewing around these as well, but just for the sake of the video I didn't do any sewing. I'm just showing you what else might go in there. Some little bits of ephemera. These are like little Polaroids or frames that you could cut out the center and put some plastic in there, put something in the middle, some acetate or something like that, or you could use your tracing paper or vellum, but they're pretty small, so they fit nicely in the pocket as well. And so do some of the smaller tags. There's a couple of mini tags in the printable, and they fit nicely in those little envelopes as well. And you can put some of the sentiments in there. Yeah, I'd cut out one of these little beautiful hanky pockets as well, and I was just explaining that you could also print those out twice and just do the same thing, cut out a piece of the bottom and then stick it down as a hidden tuck spot. So I'm just going through the book here just to show you that you can actually do the same thing with your pages. So if you have a floral page like this one, you can print it out twice, and then on the second one just cut around some of the flowers like I'm showing you here, and then glue that piece on top, and you've sort of got a seamless page that doesn't look like it's got a pocket, but it has. Then you could just cut along the bottom of a page a straight pocket if you wanted to. This lady could be used as a tuck if you printed her again and cut around her. and same with this page here. So yeah, it's quite fun if you use your imagination. There's so many things you can do. You print things out twice. So the next thing I wanted to show you was the hidden paper clips that are included in the kit too. You'll see on that particular page it says hidden paper clips. So we've got sort of 2 larger pieces and 2 smaller pieces. And then we've got those little circles on that page too, which I'm going to use for decoration. So you basically put the smaller piece over the larger piece, but in between there you would sandwich the paper clip. There is another way of doing it, and I'll just show you the other way first. If you wanted to add a little piece of card underneath the larger strip, you could glue or put the paper clip onto that piece of card and then glue those 2 over the top. So I quickly show you that in a minute, but then I just put it together with just the papers that I've cut out, and that works nicely as well. So I'm just measuring a thicker piece of paper that's not as wide as that strip, and it also needs to be shorter so you can't see it poking out either end. So this is just one way of doing it, but you don't have to do it this way. I actually did it the other way, where I just used the printables that are provided, and that works, well, I think it actually works better. So I just got one of my little paper clips, and mine are just pretty average size of paper clips, not tiny and not huge. And you've got to remember that one side is longer than the other side, so make sure you're covering both. And then you would just glue that on the top, and then the extra piece of paper that you've added in, or card, would be what slips over your page. So I'm just going to put it together now, just using the kit. So fold it in half, the larger piece, but just make sure that your edges match up. So I'm just cutting off any excess little bits there, giving it a bit of ink, take away those white edges. And now here you put your paper clip over the top. just remembering that at the back or one side the paper clip will be longer, so just make sure you've covered that, and it covers mine fine. So just going to put glue all over the paper clip and the little piece of paper. Then glue down that little smaller bit, making sure I'm completely covering the paper clip. There we go, and then we can glue down these little circle embellishments. They're beautiful little vintage roses. And of course you can add your bits of lace, any other trim that you want to add. You can add a button, you could do anything you want. I'm just demonstrating sort of with the kit just for this video, and even if you didn't want to add any extras, it still just looks really nice just with paper. There's so many things we can do with paper. And there we go, so little hidden paper clips. It's just going to sit over the page. You can put it on the top or the side, and it will hold something in place there. Just like that. Okay, so I think that's all I was going to do for today. I'm going to continue working in this journal, and any other ideas that I want to show you, I will create a video, and then I'll come back and show you the finished journal. Now I'm going to be adding a folio to this collection and also another mini journal, so that'll be coming very soon. Okay, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.